This is Orange Box number 3 video, and we're going to go over wiring because people always have questions about the wiring. And we're going to start with the Banshee wiring because it really doesn't get any simpler than this. Here we're showing the back of our 8-pin connector on the CDI. We have a red and a green wire coming out. It goes to half of that 4-pin square plug connector. That goes to the stator coil. The other half of that 4-pin connector is the white, red, white, green from the pickup coil. And then we have an orange and a white which goes to the ignition coil, and those have female spades put on them. And then we have our black, which is a ground, and brown is our kill. Now we don't know how you're going to hook up the kill, whether it's to a tether or to the OEM kill switch. We'll show you that on the last slide. Here's our 250 wiring diagram. And we'll start on the far right. Here's our red. It'll have a bullet connector. It goes to the black red on the coming off the stator. And the stator grounds the other side of that high voltage coil. And this green wire goes to the negative side of that high voltage coil. So it has a ring terminal. Just bolt that to engine ground. The white pin connector is put on there for your pickup. White, red, white, green go to it. And our 250R harnesses are made for the CR250 ignition coil. Because our Orange Box has much more spark energy, don't run the little TRX coil. You know, it may overheat and fail on you. So the CR250 ignition coil has a green wire, and that is the ground for both the primary and the secondary in the coil, and it bolts to this bolt. So now the frame is the ground for both those coils. So here we have our orange that has a spade connector, and this white wants to find the other side of the primary that bolts to the coil with a ring terminal. And on that ring terminal we have a black wire coming off that'll go to engine ground. That's a dedicated spark return. Spark return normally went from your engine to your frame back up to this coil bolt. So now you don't have to scrape your powder coat because now we have a dedicated spark return. And again, we have our black and brown, which goes through your kill or tether options, and we'll show you that right now. And by far the simplest is to connect black and brown directly to a tether. Black is ground, but it does not need to be connected to frame ground. On the ATC, we do put a ring terminal on that black wire because the ground stud is right at the back of the seat where the CDI mounts, so we did that for you. And so brown would go to one side of the tether, the other side tether goes to frame ground. And if you want to run, you know, your OEM harness, so you got lights and you got your kill switch, black would go to frame ground, and then brown we'll have to find the black-white wire in the harness, and that black-white wire should be easy to find. It went to your CDI. This is showing a female spade and male spade. We do give you these quick disconnects and shrink wrap, so you know you can complete your harness very easily. You shouldn't have to go out and buy anything. So that's all the wiring. It's very simple. Thank you for watching.